Well, first off, we have Grok claiming that A-flat minor triads are made of the three notes G sharp, B, and E. And that's just wrong. That's an E major triad. Next, it explained to me that A minor is the relative minor of G major, which is not true. Then it tells me that a scale's relative minor is a major third below the root, which isn't true. It's a minor third below. And this is not like niche music theory stuff. This is like super basic understanding of notes, things that can be looked up on Wikipedia or on Google, and Grok can.
There's a lot of gloom and doom right now about AI kind of coming for creative people or replacing creative work. I think this is a good example of why it won't, among other reasons. But yeah, it's just very oversold and overhyped right now at the moment. Yes, it has its uses. I mean, I use it all the time. It's certainly helpful for certain things, but it's not a replacement for people. Again, for a bunch of reasons. This is just one of them, which is that it's often wrong about things.
And the reason I think this is because I constantly hear this narrative that AI is like this big boogeyman that's coming for everybody's job. It's going to replace all the artists and musicians and copywriters and filmmakers and on and on and on, right? It's this big, scary thing. But then you update your computer and they build in this garbage AI feature into the operating system that all it really does is make mistakes and get in the way of what you're trying to do that you then have to go back and fix. So it's not actually saving you any time. It's just creating new problems that you have to double check and rectify. Or to get a passable result out of the thing, you have to implement it in such a way that there's really strict guardrails on it. So it doesn't really do anything that interesting. So every time I look at this stuff, at least in the domain of knowledge that I know the best, which is music, I'm like, this is the big bad boogeyman we're all supposed to be running away from. This is kind of just like a sloppy mess. So I'll leave you with this. While there are some legitimate concerns around this type of technology, as well as some legitimate uses for it, I think a lot of the popular narrative that gets passed around is largely a derivative of the investor story time that people want to propagate so that they can get money to go and build their whatever they want to build, whether it's a legit product or not. And then that gets pulled into the popular lexicon as like what the thing actually is, when it isn't. It's just a story they're telling to some VC to get money out of them.